Morning, everybody. Oh, it is raining here. It's so cold and just rainy, but at the same time, it's great cuddle weather. There was a fire going. Oh, if I didn't have like a really busy day, you'd find me sitting on the couch today reading a book for one of my things I have coming up. I have so much homework to do for myself. That is the rest of my week. Homework and fires and hot tea and snuggles with my kids and some good laughter and fun. But that's not what today's topic is about. It's not about that at all. Although that is a beautiful topic to have tantric living, not just in the bedroom, not just with your finances, not just with the self-care, but to live a tantric lifestyle. And people always ask me, how do you do it? And what does tantric parenting look like? That's a whole nother topic. Health and what is tantric parenting. I believe I have a couple videos maybe on that somewhere out there. I should probably just create like a whole one day or something event wrapped around tantric parenting, since I happen to have 7 babies and 4 grandbabies and all that good stuff. So that's not it. But on the note of love and tantric energy, and love of 2020. And the only reason it has 2020 on there is because we're in 2020. This is love of 2019, love of 2018, love of the last, oh my goodness, forever. Here is one of our human challenges. And I think that this is really, really fitting for the week of love. Hallmark and Hollywood and everything has proclaimed that February 14th is the day that we are to show our love, Valentine's Day. And you see all of the flowers and the chocolate and people purchasing wine and all this good stuff and planning out trips and making dinner reservations and women getting their nails done and buying a pretty dress for the event and making sure to clear the schedule so that they can show their loved one that they are there. It's very funny. Years ago, my second oldest daughter, she was now 22, when she was in high school, she worked for a grocery store. And she was the cash register person. So she go through, and she told me that the day before Valentine's and the day of Valentine's, it was always funny to witness what happened on this love day. All the men would come through with overpriced roses, big bundles of beautiful roses and a bottle of champagne or a bottle of wine and chocolates and everything. And they would spend hundreds of dollars on this stuff at the grocery store because, they're after work and they're picking up this stuff and they're going home to their honey, and they want to make sure that she knows that that she is loved by them, right? So they buy all of this stuff, which is extraordinarily priced on Valentine's Day. And the women would come through. With a few little tidbits of pretty much basic grocery, right? And a box of condoms was a very popular thing. So the women was buying like a 3-pack box of condoms, and the men would come through with roses and wine and chocolate and steaks and, all this different stuff. And my daughter, she's just like, this is crazy. Like, the guys are going out there and they're spending all this money and everything, and they're going home in hopes of what? To get lucky, because getting lucky is a sign of love. And sex is a sign of love, I guess. It's not the case. Sex does not equate to love, even though for many people, they feel that sex equates to love. Sex does not equate to love. And that's a whole nother topic. The topic of today is buy my love. And Valentine's Day is about purchasing love. It really truly is. We purchase love at this time of the year. We purchase love at Christmas. We purchase love on people's birthdays. We purchase love consistently throughout the year. Singles out there, more and more websites. There's like, what's your price? And sugar daddy and sugar baby and sugar mama and this and that. And all these different websites, which is basically, let me buy you because I want to buy your love. I want to feel good. I want to feel like somebody wants to be with me. I want to feel like somebody desires me. So how much is it going to cost? We have turned our society into a prostitution society, and I'm not anti-prostitute. It's the oldest profession in the book. There's a reason for it. People need that release. They need that connection. They need that intimacy share, and a lot of people don't have that. So That's all fine and dandy for the ones who choose that route. But the reality is that we treat our significant others, we treat the people that we are dating, and even our friends with benefits in this very category of prostitution. Now, that might be a hard pill for many to swallow and go, I'm not a prostitute. We've been married for 20 years and da 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 da. I dare you to really, truly, deeply question yourself on this, because a lot of the times I might have worked with a few people, maybe possibly over the course of the last 2 decades, I might have worked with my share of women, men, and couples, and this may be a massive, massive topic on the table for thousands of people that I have shared space with and talked to. And I can tell you that over and over again, what I see is people in a relationship based on need and the purchase power of what they can get for that. And it comes down to, like I was just talking to somebody just a couple days ago, and the man was like, well, she's doing this, and it's costing me this, and I'm not getting anything in return. Like, what is my return on my money being spent? I haven't had sex for 3 months, but she's out there buying this and she's buying that. She's living the life of luxury, and I'm over here working my ass off, and she won't even give me her body. Now that in today's world, that can be flipped. There's plenty of people who it's flipped on, and the woman's doing all of it, and the guy is that, and the guy's pissed off, the woman's pissed off. What's happening? I can tell you that the majority of affairs and relationships happens because of this very thing right here. When we treat our significant other, partner, lover, as though they are a commodity, as though they are something that we can purchase, and that they should allow us to purchase them, purchase their services to please us. We are basically, and this is going to be very brutal, what I'm going to say, very crude, I guess you could say, we are turning, guys, you're turning your ladies into human fleshlights. And it's just disgusting. It makes both parties not feel very good about themselves. And when we do this, when we actually turn our partners into human fleshlights, into human dildos, and just for our use, and we're just trying to purchase it with, like, here's a $50 bottle of wine, here's a $200 bottle of wine, here's a beautiful bouquet of flowers, here's some jewelry, here's a trip, here's a this, here's a that, boom, 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 and then we give, and we go, oh, I'm not giving with expectation. Is that true? Is that true? Because could you just give for an extensive amount of time and it not eat away at you, and you're not looking at like what you're getting in return? Or are you actually looking at, what am I getting in return? Many years ago, one of my one of my closest best friends, he was going through relationship challenges with his partner. And he called me one day and he said, he's like, hey, Kendal, this is what's going on with us, blah, 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 blah. We decided to go to a marriage therapist, and the therapist told me that I need to court her, that I need to show her how important she is to me. I need to do all these things that she so much desires and all this stuff. He's like, so I'm going to put together this amazing weekend. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And he goes and he gets this expensive, beautiful hotel room, and he buys tickets to a show that she's wanted to see. And he gets her favorite bottle of wine, and he gets reservations at her favorite restaurant, and he gets her favorite chocolate, and he buys all these beautiful flowers, and he sets up the room. And he texted me pictures of what he had done. And it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, just beautiful, rose petals everywhere. And it was not Valentine's Day. This was just any other Tuesday, right? Like, he was just trying to be spontaneous and put together this beautiful thing. He had the bubble bath and all this stuff. And I asked him, I said, hey, what's your agenda here? Like, what's your expectation? And he chuckles and he goes, well, to get lucky, because their sex life was like right in a zero, right? It was so scarce. And he was just like, well, if I get lucky, then I'm going to be happy, and then I'll feel loved. And this is what we're needing. She was exhausted. Okay. She was exhausted. I was like, you tell me, call me in the morning. Tell me how that goes for you. I'm like, you're going in with the wrong intent. You're going in with an expectation of, I have spent $2,000 on today and tomorrow, and I've created this beautiful experience, which is, don't get me wrong, that's romantic, it's beautiful, it's fantastic, and those things can be absolutely stunning and breathtaking and really connect a couple. But at the same time, if your intent is to, as he so kindly put it, to get lucky, then we have this expectation around like, I'm buying my sexual experience with you. I'm buying my connection with you. I'm buying my intimacy with you. And if you don't give me what I am expecting, I'm now hurt. You hurt me. You took from me. You're being selfish. You're being self-centered. You're being blah, 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 blah. And you're not giving back. And that's not right. Like this is a one-for-one thing here. Like I do this and you give me this. I do this and you give me this. So it's commerce, right? We're just going to have this nice little exchange where I purchase you and you give me what I want. He texted me the next morning and I was like, hey, how was your night? How was your night? And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. We went to the show, had a great dinner, talked a little, went back to the room. I gave her a little massage, drew her a bath. She got into the tub. I played her music. I poured her favorite wine, and I just let her be for a little bit. And I was like, that's awesome. That's awesome. He's like, yeah. And I went out and I got the room ready and I was like, yeah. Like this is going to happen. I'm going to get lucky. I'm going to get lucky. I've done everything right. Everything right. I've given her everything that she wants, that she's been wanting. Like I've been listening and I gave her all of this. I was like, and so what happened? And he was like, yeah. So then she came out and she snuggled up in bed and she fell asleep. And I was like, yeah, she fell asleep because she had been blowing and going the entire time. And what she needed was just a down moment. She needed a down moment. She didn't need somebody did she love the romance? Oh yeah, she loved the romance. But the romance was just inviting and allowing her to drop down and get what she actually needed, which was some rest time, which was a little bit of TLC for herself and just that relaxation, that let go time. And her interest was not in the sex, was not in, staying up until the wee hours, having multiple orgasms. In truth, if she had done that, she would have completely dishonored herself, and she would have dishonored him and their relationship by allowing that to happen, by not doing what she needed, and by allowing herself to be purchased in that moment. So kudos to her, and shame on him for having those expectations. But at the same time, what a beautiful lesson. What a beautiful, beautiful lesson, and a lesson that I get to share with so many people because my bestie shared it with me. And it's one of those things that when we have these expectations, what ends up happening is we do get our feelings hurt, whether we say that we have them or not. There's a thing called hidden expectations, and these hidden expectations kind of rise up and nip us in the butt when we least expect it. We have these ideas and concepts around what's going to happen on any given occasion, and around the things that we are doing, what we're providing, how we're speaking, how we're behaving, the changes that we're making, the ways that we are being to attract, connect, or keep a partner. And anytime we are doing these things to attract, connect, or keep a partner, what we are doing is trying to purchase, like going to the grocery store and purchasing something, or purchasing a car or a house. We are doing these things to purchase another human being that we proclaim is our best friend, that we proclaim we love more than anything, that we proclaim that we would do anything for, that we proclaim that we really want to be with them, that we're unconditional around. And I just go, bullshit. 90% of the time, bullshit, because you're there not trying to just be you, not offering a genuine, authentic version of you, and doing it because you really want to do it. Do you want to do some of those things? Absolutely. Majority of people want to do those things, but what is the ulterior underlying motive? What is the hidden agenda? What is the hidden expectations? Or what is the right in your fucking face expectations of a particular thing? If you do provide something, and you go in completely unconditional, you're good with whatever outcome there is. You're good with, you don't have your feelings, your whole worthiness, your whole desirability, your whole turn on, arousal, everything is not based on this other person's reactions to what you did. You are in charge of yourself. You are in charge of your emotions and in charge of your mental well-being, in charge of your actions and expressions. You can hold that fucking space without needing somebody else to actually show you or do something for you. And when we get into the aspect of, and here's the thing, sex is often the big elephant in. One person wants it, the other one's dead to it, and the one person who wants it is trying to figure out, how can I purchase it from that person that I want it from? How can I purchase it? How can I purchase more of it? How can I purchase some of it? How can I get this? Maybe I want a different kind of it, a different variety of it, and I want my partner to try this. So what do I have to get for you, purchase for you, do for you, change about me to get what I'm wanting in the sex? How can I get you to give me what I'm wanting, which often is between your legs, right? And it's like, how do I get that? How do I get that? Like, what's it going to take? What's it going to cost me? And what we don't realize is that we are really dishonoring our partners by treating them as this. It is, and it's not a dishonoring because of the purchasing. It's because of the expectation. It's because of the lack of integrity around just saying, hey, this is what I need, this is what my desire is. You're a lot better at coming at it and going, I'm not really going to try to do anything extraordinarily different here. I want to be with you. I want to be with you sexually. I want to be with you emotionally. I want to be with you connected. And I don't need you to show up any particular way to do it. Nor do I believe that I should show up any particular way to make this happen. Do I understand that time is valuable? Do I understand that, presence is a must for this? Do I understand that maybe we need to have some inquiry? Communication must happen. Well, those are things that any healthy relationship needs to have. Time set aside, presence in the relationship, and communication happening. Nothing is ever going to happen and create a healthy relationship of any sort, of any nature, if those three things aren't on the table. If you can't do that, then get the fuck out of the relationship, because it doesn't much matter. And if you're just trying to be like, oh, I'm going to pretend to be present, but I'm not really present to get the sex or to get something else, then it's not. I want you to ask yourself today. What is my intent in my actions, in my gestures, in my communication, in how I show up with my partner or to a partner? Okay? What is my underlying intent? What is that agenda? What is the potential hidden expectation that I am putting on the relationship? I want you to really examine that, look at it, question, like, what is going on here? Because if you can get to that, and if you can start to shine the light on those hidden expectations, then you can actually shift it and show up more authentically in your relationship. You can also tend to learn, like, hey, I'm putting all this expectation on my partner. Maybe that's what's repelling them from me. They don't actually want to be with me or around me because I'm repulsive, because I'm coming at it from this place of, let me purchase you, let me buy you, I'm so needy, I'm so hungry, I need you to make me feel good about myself. I need you to make me feel confident. I need you to make me feel happy. I need you to make me feel desired. I need you to be approving of me so that I can live, so that I can go, oh, I can have the life that I want because so-and-so said, because they're into me in this way, because they gave me this, because they jumped my bones this morning, because they did this, they did that. No. You are worthy. You can have the life that you want. You can have any feeling in your life that you desire, and tapping into that here first is going to provide you with it on the outside. We go out into the world and we are looking for the outside world to give us something that we feel that we're lacking inside. All the while, we have the program inside of ourselves speaking this negative thing. Okay? Like, I should be ashamed of myself. I'm ugly. I'm fat. I'm disgusting. I'm not worthy of relationship. I'm not worthy of love. I'm not worthy of financial abundance. I'm not worthy of blah, blah, blah. And we think all this shit stuff about ourselves. And then we get mad at the outside world, partners, friends, the way life is developing for us, because we're like, well, I could feel that way if the outside world would show me evidence of it. Well, the outside world is never going to show you fucking evidence of it until you can show yourself evidence of it inside, until you can actually feel it inside. The outside world is going to support whatever is going on the inside. So if you want the outside world to change for you, if you want your partner to relate to you differently, if you want to draw in a partner that is going to connect with you the way you want connection and give you the relationship that you really ultimately desire, you got to have that relationship with yourself first. You got to have that love inside yourself first. You got to have that passion in here first. You got to have that connection, that intimacy, that vulnerability. You got to be able to surrender to all that stuff here and get into alignment with it here, and then it will manifest in the outside world. The outside world will never, ever, ever give you consistency of what you're wanting, what you're desiring, what you're chasing when you don't have it inside first. You want peace in the world, find it in yourself first. You want love, find it in yourself first. You want abundance, feel abundance inside yourself first. What is your hidden relationships? What are those? And I guess a second prompt for you would be, what are those hidden thoughts, those bullshit programs, thoughts and feelings that you're running around, like really, truly, you're not happy with what's showing up on the outside? Check yourself. Check yourself. What is that? Get real with yourself. Do the work there. You can create the emotion that you desire in your life to show up here first, and then watch the. Okay, I'm done. Soapbox done for the morning. Let me see, what are the events that I have coming up? Max, the Ancient Crystal Skull, is coming to town. So local peeps, anybody who is within the area of driving probably 3-4 hours. I know I sometimes get people even from California and Louisiana and Florida that fly in from this. But Max, the Ancient Crystal Skull, is coming to town at the end of this month. I'm off to St. Thomas the week before. Woo woo. Sorry, got to go sit on the beach. Got to write a little bit. Got to go enjoy a little bit of downtime before cranking it into the month of March. But if you are familiar with Max the Ancient Crystal Skull, if you know anything about him, or if you want to learn something about him, I'll make sure that the link pops up in the comments section for you to explore. It is a beautiful event. Meditations are available to do with Max. There's also going to be a visionary journey that I will be hosting at my private residence in Plano. So this is a small group event. We will be having that. I will be guiding everybody through a beautiful shamanic visualization process, release process. We're going to have small tapa plates going as well. Beautiful connection, meditation, and some beautiful healing work and manifesting work will be done. Other than that, yesterday I talked about Manifest Your Man. I am relaunching that this week, just for the week. It is going out. So Manifest Your Man, ladies, you want to call in your dream lover. You want to call in that conscious lover. You want to have one of those guys that just like floats your boat and does the things that only you only could imagine have happened. Let me help you with that. This is a global course available to you. I will also make sure that is in the comment section. And gents, yesterday I was thinking about it. Actually, I just looked on my calendar and I was like, what have I decided that I was going to throw out there this month? And I went, oh, that's right. A few years back, I did a course called Not Your Average Joe, and this is Tantric Skills for Men. So I will be putting this out tomorrow. Watch for the launch, watch for the early bird on this. You will get access to the fully recorded program that is already available. Plus, you will get updated input with a 2-hour live stream training with me next week here on Facebook. And this will be going out as far as an early bird option through the 15th. After that time, it'll go back up to the regular price. So if you are a man, if you want to learn some of those tantric skills, if you want to learn about calling in the woman that you want to learn about female sexuality, you want to learn about how to have full body orgasms, you want to learn about how to, get your woman to have 15,000 different orgasms in different ways. All right, well, this is the course for you, and it is accessible worldwide. So look for the early bird launch to come out tomorrow on that. And yeah, I think that's it. Okay. I love you guys. I will catch you tomorrow with another Conscious Coffee. As always, remember you are worthy of love, worthy of abundance, that you can have the life that you want. It starts on the inside. It really, truly does. Stop having the expectations and expecting the world and your partners to provide you with the feelings and emotions that you want. It is not their responsibility. They are their responsibility. There's God's business, there's your business, and there's my business. There's only one that each of us are in control of. Know whose that is. That would be your business for you and my business for me. So I'll catch you tomorrow with another Conscious Coffee. As always, stop existing, start living. I love you guys.